Can you send any music? Alright, so yeah.
After Fidel Castro took over Cuba in a revolution, the America quickly put America and other Western nations put an embargo, which basically blockades all kinds of resources and money and everything going into the country. Yeah, it's happened in my lifetime. It's probably maybe happened in your lifetime, and they've strangled the Cuban people. They have very little access to cash and money to create businesses for people. And the average person lives on what is basically $15 a month. It's awful. My wife has been there as a medical professional. They have an excellent medical system, but they have no pharmacies. They have no medicines. It's crazy. Thank you.
Anybody else want to say something for YouTube?
We're getting ready for the video. We're gonna make our own video.
Awesome. Where should I stand? Over there where you guys?
To begin performing. Let us finish the video and then you can record your video. Okay, let me just do this video.
So this like a monthly protest they've been doing for a while, I guess. They out here at the Chase Bank at 125th and City Way Lane.
Preparado para combate y a su bandera hacia afuera. Arriba. Vaya, mira mi bandera aquí. La voz, mira. Vamos americanos aquí en contra del bloqueo, por el fin de las sanciones a la familia cubana, donde reabran los impuestos, quiten, que permitan mandar remesas a la familia. ¡Arriba, compadres!
You guys join in the chat. I don't even know what they're saying.
La familia cubana en los 5 continentes, en Europa, en África, en Norteamérica, en Sudamérica, el mundo entero, hasta el Marte tenemos cubana. ¡Viva la familia cubana! ¡Abajo las sanciones a la familia! ¡Afuera, mujeres! ¡Siempre hay un cubano! ¡Vamos allá!
There's a poster put up here.
Oh, you want a poster?
Videotape. You want to include that? This is what.
Okay.
We put this all up and down the street yesterday.
Okay, cool. Wow, oh wow, there's an Earth Day Forum. Saturday, April 26th, 6 p.m. I missed that. I should have been involved with that. I'm sad now. We'll have to take a picture of that before I leave. And I'm going live on Erick the Goat Guy, too. Everybody. Erick the Goat. I'm Erick the Goat Guy on YouTube, everybody.
The Goat Guy.
The Goat Guy. Please subscribe. Oh, you guys have anything more, or?
Guys, come over here closer.
Maybe we do another speech or something.
Come on, everybody!
Hey, familia, come over here. Okay, bueno, brothers and American sisters, thank you for coming here. Thank you for supporting the cause of the Cuban American family and the cause of the America too, because the blockade not just affects the Cuban people, but also affects the American people. We have better relationships. Americans can benefit also of the medical advance that there are in Cuba and many things, and the two people will have a great time as friends, the way that we should always be. I want to thank you for being here. I just want to communicate to you that these events, these caravans, the end of every month, the last Sunday of every month, are a success. The whole world is rallying for the lifting of the sanctions to Cuba and for bridges of love between the people of Cuba and the United States. And in this change of, in this change of progress, you are a very important link. And I feel very happy to be here in Seattle and to have you, and you know that you have me to support this cause of love. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of you will know this, but I just wanted to say it to those who don't. These caravans began 6-8 months ago. I think it started with one man, Jorge Medina, Cuban American in Miami, and it started growing in Miami. We were either the second or third city to join you. And we've carried on through the wind and the rain and the cold of the winter. This is relatively good weather compared to what we've been through. But now, today, there will be something like 20 caravans in the US, 7 in Canada, 10s, maybe 50, 100, who knows? You might know, I don't. But lots of caravans happening.
We have like 60 kids in Australia. I can say in Australia.
So we are playing our bit, our part in developing this worldwide movement. And Carlos, as you see, is a master of making use of social media and Facebook to spread that word. How many people follow you on Facebook?
60,000.
60,000. Okay. So we've been geographically spreading it. The challenge now, as we move into the summer and better weather, is to deepen it here in Seattle. Let's all think about how when we meet again, it'll be Sunday, May the 30th, I think it is. We've got 5 weeks time. Let's everybody aim to bring more people to this. Yeah. Keep growing. Okay?
And last but not least, is I thank you everyone here. I want also to thank John. You have been very, sometimes I'm a little bit crazy. I don't get my telephone or message, and John is always Carlos reminding me things. I mean, like a big brother, older brother telling me, Carlos, I thank you for that.
Well done.
Anybody else think you want to say anything? Okay.
I'm Edward Food. I'm the chairperson of the Washington State Social Workers Campaign here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, and we're very glad to be here, and this is a very important movement that, as John Waller explained, has been expanding around the country and around the world to end the U.S. economic embargo against Cuba. Many people hope that the Biden administration will make some changes from the Trump regulations, but they've done not only nothing, but recently the Secretary of State under Biden put out a scathing report on Cuba. So they're not only not doing anything, they're actually increasing the attacks on Cuba. The last thing I want to say is this last week or so, we're now celebrating the 60th anniversary of the defeat of the U.S. organized mercenaries at the Playa Girón in 1961. The first defeat of U.S. imperialist forces in the Western Hemisphere. The other important thing to recognize that April 1961 began what was declared the Year of Education in Cuba, where over 100,000 young people spread out throughout the island, in the cities and rural areas, and taught people how to read and write. That's what the revolution brought, and that's what we celebrate. And we urge people to come next month, bring more people so we can put more pressure on the government to end this U.S. embargo. Thank you very much.
How do we know when you guys coming? Information about what's going on.
I just want to say hi and represent the Montana contingent here, probably. And unfortunately met Carlos yesterday, had a great conversation with him. I had started a project back in 2015 called the Montana Havana Bridge Project, and then we formed a music group out of that between musicians from Santiago de Cuba primarily and some in Havana, as well as my hometown in Montana. We're called Kubusa, Cuba, USA Together, Kubusa. And we have a 13-song CD. If you go to Kubusa Music, you can find about it. But we're all about this, unifying the brotherhood between Cuba and the USA through music. And so if you want to check that out, KubusaMusic.com, and you can learn more about us. Thank you.
And I'm Jane with the Answer Coalition, Act Now to Stop War and Racism, and we've gotten involved in this project, and our chapters all over the country are having car caravans in many cities, so this is part of the growth of this process. And I do want to say, we chanted, who does this blockade hurt? It hurts the Cuban people, and first and foremost, that is who is being hurt, but it's also hurting the U.S. people, because we are denied the relationship. We are denied to have that people-to-people connection with Cuba, to learn from their culture, from their politics, and from their science and medicine as well. There are many amazing advances being made in Cuba with medication, with biotechnology that we do not have access to because of this blockade. So, the biggest effect, of course, is on the Cuban people, but we, as people in this country, have so much to learn from Cuba. Cuba is one of the only sustainable environments in the world, and we could learn a lot about how to have a society in which people are, living, at least having a high level of education, a high level of technology, but not using more resources than is just, and walking lightly on the planet. So Cuba has a lot to teach us. We have a lot to learn, but as long as the blockade is in place, most Americans will not have that opportunity, because travel to Cuba is very challenging and difficult at this time. So thank you, and we got to keep moving. And we have one more speaker.
Thank you. I'm from Physicians for the National Health Program, and I was privileged to travel to Cuba a few years ago and spend a week there looking at the healthcare system from top to bottom, from the biggest hospitals to the neighborhood clinics. And I was just astounded how the ethic there is people, not profits, compared to our own system here, where there's so many barriers to get care because it costs. But our government and our medical industrial complex needs to generate a profit so it can pay back the investors and forget the people. Yeah. To our everlasting shame, the United States is now, basically preventing places like India to make their own vaccines, upholding the patents of the drug companies that feed the politicians. We look at, they're also preventing the supplies from reaching Cuba to make their own drugs and vaccines, as well as other countries on the sanctions list, such as Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Iran. So, profits are the most important thing there. And you look at what Cuba's doing. Cuba is sending brigades around the world to help fight COVID in underdeveloped countries, 20 of them. They're not generating any profit from that, that's for sure. They're giving. They're always a giving people. So, we've got to overcome our medical care system here and make it for the people and not for the investors. Look at India. 350,000 people get COVID every day there. Only 2% are vaccinated. This is because we don't allow them, our drug companies don't allow them to make their own vaccines. Where in the United States, we have more vaccines than we need, and we're hoarding them. So we've got to band together and keep fighting this for the next few years until we have a system for human rights.
Hey, let's take a picture together.
Okay, a couple of things. One thing I forgot to say that follows on from David, that Cuba has already started the process of vaccinating its people against COVID. It's developed 5 candidate vaccines, 2 are in advanced clinical trials. They're anticipating that over the summer and early fall, they will have the vaccines to vaccinate all their own people. But they're short of syringes. So there's a worldwide campaign now starting to raise money to send syringes to Cuba. This is going to be launched publicly in the USA in a few days' time with the target of raising $100,000 to be able to purchase vaccines elsewhere in the world to send to Cuba, to send 3 million syringes. Sorry, not vaccines, 3 million syringes. So the campaign hasn't been launched yet, it's just about to happen, but look out for that. This is a campaign to raise money and awareness.
Wanna be in GoFundMe or something like that?
No, it's I'll tell you more. Once Carlos has got his group photo, we're going to go back to the car park. For those of you who don't have any signs in your car, there's going to be a few signs you can put in your car. We've got painter's tape. And then we're going to do at least 1, maybe 2 circuits around the route, depending on time. Rebecca there is going to be the lead car. So she will drive out of the car park first, slowly, and then I'll be signalling to everybody else to get in line behind us.
So you have a website? The people online are asking for your website about that like surrender program you're doing.
Guys, before we leave, please, everybody come together to take a picture, group picture, please. Everybody together to take a group. It's on the website.
Yes.
It's on the
Alright.
There's a couple URLs down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Group picture.
The actual kind of donate page won't go up until we officially launch it.
Okay.
But people can get information there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's probably going to go up in a few days' time.
Hey, you guys, did you know the picture that they're using on the Atlanta leaflet is of Seattle? The one over near.
Alright, I'm going to get a picture too. I'll be right back, people. Alright.
Okay, let me take one more. I like that flag. What that flag is from?
This flag?
I'll be right back.
Africa, brother.
Ethiopia?
Yeah, Ottoman. Yeah, Ethiopia.
I have friends.
I can take a picture. You want me to take a picture? I'm always standing here taking a picture. This guy came up and talked about social distance while we was taking pictures, and now he's yelling at the protesters, saying this is dangerous. And who are you?
Goodbye.
Well, you the one that came over here without a mask. You the one that came over here without a mask.
Don't give a racist oxygen. They breathe it and they spit it out.
Yeah. Yeah, they came up here without a mask talking about social distancing.
I know, you're just picking a fight.
Alright, where are we marching to?
To where we're parked. 127th. Probably,
Where are you guys gonna come back? Are you guys marching somewhere, or are you guys?
we're going to where our car, then we're going to do a car tour here.
Okay, and then why are you guys trying to end? I got a question. Somebody asked, why are you guys trying to end a blockade on Cuba?
Cuba's not a threat to us. How is Cuba a threat? How is Cuba a threat? And why should we talk to people in Cuba?
Here's the answer. Cuba is not our enemy.
Yeah.
And so why, you know, they're not our enemies, so we're
Why are the
doing things
Cuba
to hurt them. We've been doing it for 60 years, and it's only hurting people. It's not helping anybody.
All right. Well, thank you.
As the saying goes, when the elephants fight, it is the grass that suffers.
Are you okay?
So Sean is saying, very peaceable group of people.
Oh look, the troll is back. The troll is back. The trolls are back. He probably just came because the troll is back. Yeah. Alright, well please like, subscribe. Please like, subscribe, share the video. Give support to these people, I guess. I don't know really much about it, but they seem like they're fighting for a cause, so at least look into it, make your own decisions though, you know, about anything, but you know, but yeah, I'm gonna try to keep letting you guys know what's going on in the community, what efforts are being made to, you know, protest. I mean, maybe you are for the blockade, maybe you are against it. Let us know in the comments after the video which way do you stand on the issue. So, you know, that's the whole thing. I mean, I'm sure there are people there for it and against it. I'm not really sure, you know, you know, so. And yeah, that guy was, hope was it one of my subscribers. But yeah. So. Alright, please like, subscribe, share the video.